It starts in a way no one would remember if not for what followed. A Tuesday, or maybe a Thursday. A day that should have dissolved into history like all the others that came before it. The sky is pale, the air is quiet. Nothing hints that the world is about to tilt off its axis. At 6:09 a.m. Eastern, the first strange message appears on a small European meteorological feed. A brief record of an unusual atmospheric burst near a rural stretch of land far from any major city. No explanation, no image, just numbers, temperature spikes, radiation flickers, a heat bloom that shouldn't exist. 15 minutes later, a civilian satellite company posts a cryptic update. We're reviewing unexpected sensor activity. Stand by for clarification. People scroll past it. It means nothing at first, but then the images leak. Low-resolution frames showing a column of light rising where no sunlight should be. A shape that could be an explosion, or something worse. No one knows yet. But millions feel that familiar tightening in the stomach. The one that comes before something breaks. By 6:26 a.m., small news accounts start speculating. A munitions depot? Accidental detonation? Foreign testing? Most people don't see the posts at all. Most are still asleep, unaware that the day they wake into will not resemble the one they expected. Then, at 6:31 a.m., a military traffic monitoring hobbyist uploads a clip. A radar sweep showing a trajectory, a trail, a launch. The comments explode. Is it real? Is it fake? Who would fire? Why? 3 minutes later, the clip disappears. Account deleted. And now major outlets begin paying attention. Producers shout across studios. Phones ring inside control rooms. Anchors rehearse lines they hope they won't have to say. Experts are woken by calls that begin with the same sentence. We need you live. Now. By 6:40 a.m., the White House Situation Room is already filling with personnel. Not in a rush, but with the heavy purposefulness of people who sense that something irreversible has happened. Across the country, Americans are waking naturally. They check the time, stretch, shuffle into kitchens. The sound of refrigerators hums, coffee machines hiss, dogs scratch at the door. Everything is normal, until their phones light up. At 6:45 a.m., the alert hits, a sharp, piercing tone. The kind that every American has heard only for storms and amber alerts. But this one is different. Short, cold, delivered without emotion. National Defense Advisory. Threat posture elevated. Remain indoors. Await official instructions. Most have never seen a national-level alert. Not even their parents have. Screenshots flood group chats. People call spouses, siblings, parents. But lines jam almost instantly. Still, no explosions rock the cities. No jets scream overhead. No sirens blare. Only the unsettling quiet of a morning that no longer feels safe. In New York, commuters freeze mid-step on subway platforms as phones vibrate in waves. In Chicago, cars slow on the freeway as the message interrupts navigation screens. In Miami, beach joggers stop in place, their headphones crackling as emergency broadcast tones override music. No one knows what happened. They only know it wasn't supposed to happen here. Television networks begin switching their banners. Breaking news. Possible strategic incident abroad. Anchors speak slowly, too carefully, eyes darting off camera. There are no answers, only the tension of people holding their breath on live television. By 7:10 a.m., markets in Europe halt trading entirely. Currency tickers freeze. Banking transactions stall. In the U.S., the stock market is still 40 minutes from opening, but already analysts predict the worst. Airports begin receiving encrypted directives. Flights preparing for transatlantic departure are told to hold. Planes already airborne receive reroute notices that don't explain why. A pilot on approach to JFK mentions over radio, "Tower, we're seeing unusual spacing and silence on international channels. Can you confirm?" The tower cannot. News outlets try contacting foreign correspondents but struggle to reach them. Some answer with fragmented information. Others don't answer at all. Panic hasn't started yet, but unease spreads like cold water seeping under a locked door. At 7:30 a.m., the first mayor orders public transportation paused until further notice. People waiting for buses stare at each other, unsure what to do. Subways slow between stations. The screens inside rail cars flicker, restarting endlessly. In Washington, helicopters begin circling in tight loops above government buildings. Barricades appear where streets were open minutes before. Federal employees receive mass texts telling them to stay home unless explicitly ordered otherwise. Still, no explosions. Still, no visible threat. This is a different kind of attack, or the preparation for one. By 7:50 a.m., a second alert hits the East Coast. Shelter in place. Do not travel. Await further instruction. People begin calling schools. Parents rush children from breakfast tables to living rooms. Teachers gather in hallways waiting for guidance. And then, gradually, panic takes shape. At 8:05 a.m., the first false reports spread. A blurry video claimed to be Los Angeles under attack. Another showing a plane spiraling. Later proven to be a video game render. Yet another clip showing streaks of light, shared hundreds of thousands of times before anyone learns it was 5 years old. The line between real and fake dissolves so quickly that even professionals cannot keep up. By 8:20 a.m., grocery stores in major cities see lines wrapping around buildings. People move quickly but politely, for now. Carts fill with bottled water, canned soup, powdered food, energy bars. Shelves empty in minutes. Gas stations experience the first surges. Drivers honk. Engines idle. Some trumpet warnings. "It's starting. Fill up now." Others shout that it's overreaction. But no one truly knows. At 8:40 a.m., the Department of Homeland Security releases a statement urging calm and patience. But their feed glitches mid-announcement. The video freezes. Comments explode. Was that hacked? Is this real? Why did it cut out? By 9 a.m., Wall Street halts pre-market trading completely. Phones in trading floors ring unanswered. Screens show errors. Analysts stare at frozen numbers. Airspace along the East Coast is partially restricted. Pilots receive instructions without explanation. States begin closing schools one by one. Parents flood highways, creating traffic so dense that some cars don't move for an hour. And the silence, the lack of official, clear communication, becomes its own kind of terror. By 9:30 a.m., the government privately shifts to continuity mode. But the public doesn't know that. All they know is that everything feels wrong. Neighbors stand outside with radios in hand, waiting for any station that still broadcasts. People gather in driveways, staring at their phones as notifications pile up like falling snow. At 10:02 a.m., the ultimate modern fear emerges. Rumors of a cyber attack. Articles speculate. Financial systems compromised. Military communications disrupted. Nationwide vulnerability. The word vulnerability triggers something ancient and primal. People accelerate, push into stores, buy anything left. Police try to maintain calm but spread thin. Inside homes, televisions loop the same sentences. Anchors read from the same scripts. Every voice on every channel repeats, "Remain indoors, stay calm, do not travel." But the lack of details makes people do the opposite. They rush out to act before it's too late. At 11:15 a.m., a new wave of viral posts claims power outages in parts of the Midwest. Some real, some fake. No one knows which. Electric grids spike as millions plug in devices to charge just in case. This overload alone knocks regional transformers offline. Suddenly, neighborhoods in Ohio, Wisconsin, and Missouri go dark. People scream. Car alarms trigger. Phones dim. The fear now has a physical form. Parents race to pick up their children. Schools try calling families but struggle to connect. Highways clog. Downtown streets flood with people abandoning offices. The growing sense of dread is no longer ignorable. It is everywhere. In the tone of every emergency message, in every flickering street lamp, in the way strangers look at each other. At 12:03 p.m., the first real confirmation appears on a major network. NATO reports coordinated hostile activity across multiple regions. They don't say the word war, not yet, but they don't have to. Everyone already knows, and this is where panic truly begins. By 12:30 p.m., something begins to unravel beneath the nation's digital skin. At first, it feels like a glitch, a delay in loading pages, videos buffering endlessly, apps spinning on empty screens. Annoying, yes, but familiar. But then, entire blocks of websites refuse to load. Bank apps produce nonsensical error codes. Payment terminals beep in confusion. Local news sites time out, showing blank white pages instead of headlines. And then, the strange truth hits millions at once. The internet isn't slow. It's failing. Phones become nothing but glowing rectangles. Messages refuse to send. Video calls drop into silence. Search engines freeze, stuck on the last thing anyone typed before the collapse. At 1:10 p.m., television networks begin cutting to the same emergency graphic. A static image, a short sentence. We are experiencing technical difficulties. Anchors vanish from screens. News footage loops endlessly. Some stations go black entirely. Across cities, people gather in clusters, staring at darkened TV displays in electronics stores, waiting for someone to say something, anything, that makes sense.